What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the home of all things geeks and toys. Welcome to Dallas Vintage Toys Talks. I'm your host, Andy King, and this chair is really low. And I'm joined, as always, by the Brooklyn to my Goliath, Henry Velasquez, the owner of Dallas Vintage Toys, Sean Ninest, and for the first time ever, the one, the only, the legend, Rob.
Get out of here.
Rob. Just Rob.
Yeah. This week we're going to talk about our favorite toys from our childhood. It's going to be a real nice nostalgic episode. So we all got our top 5, right? Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's roll this out. Let's start with Sean Ninest. What's your number 5? Just number 5. We'll go your 5, your 5, your 5, my 5, 4, you know.
Oh.
I mean, I was born in 1980, so I mean, all the toys were awesome. So it's kind of hard to pick. But I mean, I would say that I did play a lot with Legos.
Okay.
So
any particular sets?
I love the castle sets. So I mean, a lot of the 80s. Well, I mean, if you look back then, I mean, there's just like Space City, Castle.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like one other. It's not like today where you got every genre or
Brand.
movie. Yeah, exactly.
License.
I want a Big Bang Theory set.
Get
Okay.
you a couch.
That could happen. That could
No,
happen.
it did happen.
That did happen.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a year ago, 2 years ago.
They have so
Big
many
Bang Theory?
licenses.
Yeah.
That terrible
Oh,
show.
yeah.
That terrible show has a Lego set.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
amazing,
Some
dude.
people like it.
I love that show.
They got the Andy King set rolling out next month.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they? It's
I've
probably
been
terrible.
watched that show before, man.
I have all 8 seasons, dude.
Oh my
I
god.
love that show.
Well, let's.
Bazinga.
Yeah.
Before we hit Rob's 5, actually, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is this big old toy right here.
Yeah, it's making me
Yes.
uncomfortable.
Yes.
That,
Sean, why don't you tell us about this thing?
that's a Star Wars Death Star.
Okay.
They
It looks
had,
much different than it does in the movie.
It looks way different.
So it's going to be different than the Kenner set sold in the U.S. This was sold in Canada, Europe, and Australia. So you got the Total Toys and Palatoy version.
Okay.
So it's made out of cardboard and plastic. And it is a lot bigger.
Okay.
Oh, Goku.
No.
And Goku was sold separate.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Henry, what are you sitting on the table today, sir?
What I put on the table, I got a Pop and Dragon Ball Z because I love Dragon Ball Z, and because we're having 30% off Pops till July 2nd, in store only.
In store only. Well,
Yes,
Rob and I are rocking the new NECA Alien Wave. Rob, which one you got, man?
I got the Commando, man. One that you could do army building with, which I plan to do.
Scott Whelan, Utani Commando.
I don't remember that in the
Wayland Corp.
movie. What's up
Alien
with that?
3.
Whelan Smithers.
It's like at the very end.
Maybe I only
Yeah.
saw that one time.
Yeah, so I
I mean,
think
you may have only seen one
Yeah.
or two of them anyways.
I was wondering about these. Like,
Huh.
is one of them longer so you can put it like outside?
I assume it's so you can be flipping it
yeah,
up.
okay.
you know?
Because I wasn't like if you guys.
That's in case you drop a pair.
Where are my glasses?
Oh,
Where are my
they're-
You
glasses?
know, you're running
Aliens.
from some weird creatures like, I got a spare.
On the back, it shows that scene right before she jumps into the lava.
Oh, spoilers!
sacrifice
Spoilers! In
yourself.
case you haven't seen that
Spoilers.
movie in like
Yeah.
20
Well,
years.
now
That's
I'm
the
going to have
scene
to...
right before the T-800 lowers himself down into the lava.
Yeah, spoilers, multiverse. But yeah, show them yours.
But,
You
yeah,
got
they
some good
also
ones.
put out a bald Ripley, which that's really cool. I mean,
Mhm.
who doesn't need a bald
Who doesn't need another
version?
We
Yeah,
prefer the
general.
term
Does it actually
smoothen.
look like
Smoothen.
her?
Smoothen.
It's not the best likeness, honestly.
I thought they
Like-
had the likeness now.
No, that's Hot Toys.
That's not toys, bro.
Yeah.
But that one, so you remove the arms and then
Whoa.
when you take off the jacket, you take off the jacket. Is it just like a tank top or what?
I assume. Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. You
Yeah.
put more arms in. I was just
Yeah.
like,
You just take the arms, man.
Yeah,
It's like
you
the
just-
it's like
one
the
was-
elite wrestling figures where they're not painted all the way,
Yeah.
so you can just
Okay.
swap it. But I would have rather had this set for Alien Day than that Toys R Us exclusive.
Yeah, that one
man.
was a little weird.
That
but
one
it's
looks way
cool.
Oh,
cooler.
the Kinder colored one.
Yeah,
I'm
we all
excited for
have
that.
the
I got
Kenner
one of those
colored
waiting
one
for
on
me
the
in Missouri,
website.
so.
I plan on getting
The
that
original.
today. Yeah.
Well, so we have the Kenner one, not the Kenner
Yeah, the
color
Kenner one with the little comic. I'm excited.
Man, you're getting
They've
the
also
Hellboy.
re-released
Yeah.
the dog Alien, which I have one of these. I have two of these actually,
Yeah.
and they're incredible. Like
Whoa.
they're real tall.
Yeah.
Uh,
Rob actually pointed out to me that this wave actually includes two of those. They're the exact same, just slightly different colored paint.
Really?
Yeah.
And they
it's
did the
supposed to
same
be,
thing with they used to be.
So it's
That's
a
my point.
variant?
The quarter scale alien. Yep. The
I
big
wonder-
chap, the big chap will have different mouths, right?
Yeah, there's 3 different mouth variants. And
I
the
wonder
big
if that's
chap where
intentional.
the
I mean,
teeth
because
are
the back
slightly
of the packaging
different in
only
all
has
of them.
3.
Yeah,
That's why I sat there
it's-
and looked at all of them.
China.
I
Star
know.
Made in
Wars,
China.
the Star Wars Black Series has done that too. People haven't really talked about it, but like IG-88 has 2 colors.
Oh,
General Hux, I think, has his gun either placed in his hand
Now there's
or separately on
2
the box.
Kylos with just like the little pattern cut into
Mhm.
the scarf.
Yeah, there's
So
all
small,
sorts of
small,
variants
small
that no one's
stuff.
catching.
Huh, crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you guys should look into it, man.
I'll just do a throwback. Power of the Force 2.00.01
Oh.
You get
variant.
into Star Wars.
Oh, he's
man.
talking binary.
There's too many variants.
And look how much those have gone up in price.
Rob, what's your number 5 of top toys from your childhood?
Man,
It
and
doesn't have to be like the top.
I'm not
five,
gonna.
just throw
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
no order in particular,
There you
man.
go.
My Voltron, it was a hand-me-down, and I still
Oh,
have it.
Nice.
The one that started the massive Voltron shelf, but man, yeah, that's
Have you
There's
caught
5 toys in
the new
one,
Voltron
dude.
show on Netflix?
no. And I heard you guys talking about it, which made me want to check it out.
surprised
so
you
I'll probably,
haven't.
It's-
I'll probably get into
It's
it,
great.
man.
It's great.
Yeah, I've been binge watching a lot of other crap, and then Game of Thrones just ended. So
I was gonna watch it, but
So that was the final?
yeah, dude.
Okay, I
Did you
watched that
watch it?
finale
last
Oh,
night.
dude, how good
I
was
just got
it?
back in town and watched that. so.
If anyone hasn't seen it, The Battle of the Bastards, the second
Yeah,
to last
it's
episode.
incredible.
Oh, yeah.
It's the second to last.
Did
It's
you
one of
know
the
that-
best scenes
That
I've ever
fight
seen.
scene cost $10 million to
Dude,
film.
the lady
That,
had
like,
80,
little 10 or 15 minutes.
Wow.
If you
budget
go on
was
YouTube,
huge.
there's the Game of Thrones channel does behind the scenes after every episode,
Mhm.
and the horse wrangler lady got 80 horses to do the
Mhm.
scene.
Yeah,
So
they had a bunch of
spoilers,
corpses.
the scene when Jon Snow's getting charged that's 80 real horses in
Yeah.
design and costume with swords, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Serious.
And everyone
So
is
good.
getting a raise on Game of Thrones, but they might kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at
Everyone
least-
gets a horse.
at least you'll get paid for it, man.
Hey,
Dude,
they were
that
giving
was
you a raise,
awesome.
but you're only in one more episode, so we can't afford
They
everybody.
they can give you the AMC treatment, just kill you in Walking Dead and not pay you more.
No, that's what they're going to do. They're
That's
giving
ridiculous.
everyone, I think, 8 people a raise, but you might die soon.
Okay. I think Norman Reedus is going there. If they're considering him for what was it?
What,
Punisher?
Game of Thrones?
Ghost?
No.
No.
No, Ghost
Ghost
Rider.
Rider?
He went into
No.
The Walking Dead.
Yes,
Oh,
I
so-
transitioned.
I want a motorcycle.
I'm stealing
not a
this
horse.
conversation.
Well, he's got his own show now too on AMC where he just
Where he rides
goes
around
and looks at
motorcycles.
Oh.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
he's
surprised.
One of
to
my
see-
buddies
probably a
is
little
going to
bit
be on
less
that with
stressful.
him. It's
Yeah.
sweet.
He probably did.
Wouldn't be surprised if he's who Negan gave the axe to.
Mm-hmm.
Because
No.
what a way to make people hate that character. If you kill the most beloved character on the show.
I just want to see what
Because, I mean,
Nicotero's
he was
gonna do
great
with
in the comic
Glenn's
book.
head.
yeah.
Speaking of which, did you guys see that 2-pack with Negan and Glenn that's coming out soon?
Where he's got
No.
one like bashed in dead
Yeah,
head.
but
That's
That's spoilers.
spoilers.
messed
Oh,
up.
if it's McFarlane and
It's
it's a
McFarlane.
comic.
Yeah, I think
That's
you
a comic
texted it
2-pack.
too.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, and it's got like his head bashed and like you switch him out and it's just
Y'all have the
destroyed.
McFarlane Negan,
Negan,
don't y'all?
yep. Well, we sold 2
We
of them
did.
already.
I
think
We-
we several.
we're
Man,
all
those
out.
are sweet. I regret not picking that up a long time
Well,
ago at a
they're
comic shop.
they're
man.
remaking them, so
Those are
Yeah,
such
it's gonna
nice
drop down.
figures. Both of the
Good luck,
variants.
yeah.
Yeah, but good luck getting it. It's a
Yeah.
Series 6 Deadpool of that.
Yeah. Oh, just
So
a single
who's-
pack Negan?
Who's next?
Yeah.
You or
Henry.
It's super
Well, you
expensive.
just get the McFarlane one now. Me, I'm gonna say Power Rangers because I spent countless hours flipping their heads,
Yeah.
Word.
like back and
Good.
forth. I'm just like Green Ranger. Okay, now it's just Jason. Green Ranger, Jason.
I'm about to change one of my answers.
I
We
remember
grew up at the
finding one of
same
those
time.
Yeah, we
at a
did.
yard sale
Mm-hmm.
and just been like, what is this? Because I hadn't seen Power Rangers yet. And I was just like, what? This is terrifying.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
It was magic to me. It's
It's kind of like the college humor of Batman. You flip it, you're like, "Whoa, who are you? Where'd you come from?"
That was a pretty decent gimmick. 'Cause it didn't hinder anything.
yeah, it didn't.
It
Wait,
looks good.
someone else
Literally
is just here. He takes his glasses off.
Literally just pop it open, put the head back in.
Yeah.
Done.
Man, I rebought that set because yeah, dude, I played with that set like crazy.
I had them. I had them for like a day. I bought them on eBay and then I sold them the next day. And I was like, yeah. So I'll just stick to the figure arts.
Oh, you got to keep them in the package. That's
yeah,
part of
that's what it
man.
is, man.
Nostalgia
In
kill
the
you.
package.
Hmm.
What about you, Andy?
Gargoyles toys.
Yes,
the old '90s
man.
cartoon. I'm a '90s kid, so but they were man. I still have my entire set. Like probably the only toys I kept from my childhood are my gargoyles. I have like the entire set.
It's a great show.
It's such an amazing cartoon.
Damn,
That's the
dude.
one I would like to see Netflix pick up and continue. I think that'd
Yeah.
be amazing.
I don't know if they can do that with Disney shows.
Oh, dude. Yeah, they just signed that thing with Disney. Actually,
Did they?
Well, even now, I mean, Marvel's Disney.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think about.
They're supposed to be the new home for any like streaming of Disney. It'll only be on Netflix. So
It's the mouse, man. He can do whatever he wants.
he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, see?
I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they're just gonna end up doing a stream service for every company.
Dude, that'd be
But-
killer.
Kind of like there's a loot crate for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like wrestling has one
But yeah.
already, so I'm pretty sure Disney's next to make one an all streaming service.
But I can remember being a little kid, and I had my birthday party, and my uncle gave me like a $20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, happy birthday, whatever. And I turned to my mom. I said, oh my God, if I get like $40 more, because this was back when toys were $5 a piece. I was like, I could buy the whole set of gargoyles. And my uncle just was like, oh, okay. It's $40 more, kid. I was just like,
And
yeah.
then you're like, man, if I had $60 more, I can go buy a new video game system.
Basically,
Yeah.
right? Because he's like, I've got $20. I just need 3 times more than this.
Yeah. Man, if I had $30,000,
I'd go
I
to
could buy a new
college.
car.
Oh, okay, here you go.
There you go, son.
Just take the keys.
Yeah, seems like a cool uncle.
He was. He was a real good guy.
Man.
Well, Sean, what about you, man? What's next on your list?
I'd say I played a lot with G.I. Joes because, I mean, like I said, I was born in '80. A lot of the cool Joes were, early '80s before they went like neon colors in the '90s. So
Hey, you don't talk bad about my Joes.
I think some of the cool accessories were like bullhorn. He had the mask and then the sniper rifle you put together inside the briefcase. And I like Big Ben. He came with the hand grenades that you could actually throw. And my friend across the street, Nathan, and his younger brother Blake, Nathan and I would just have one guy each with a bunch of gear, and then we give Blake like a whole bunch of like everything else. So he had like hundreds of men, tanks, the base.
Oh,
and then,
geez, y'all did full on like setting up scenes and everything.
and then we would just
That's
like
awesome.
our 2 commandos would like kill everybody
guys
because
ever-
he couldn't run around the whole house or room and maneuver everyone. He'd be over there, and we'd just run over.
Yeah.
You guys,
awesome.
did
He
you guys
was like,
suffer
"That's
some
not fair."
to make him look injured?
No.
You guys never split the O-rings?
But, I mean, that was cool, like the little accessory packs, that you could like zip line across the
Oh,
room,
that'd
and
be
tie
cool.
string
Yeah.
up and all that.
I
so.
bought my first Joes up here the other day, man. Like,
Really?
I bought all the
Slaughters?
Sergeant Slaughters, all the
Yeah.
Variant
Oh,
covers,
that's
man.
awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
I haven't.
I
have
really
a nice little
enjoy them,
bag.
dude. Yeah, and I bought the little stands for them, and so they look great. And I
Nice.
like messing
Yeah, I
with them.
rewatch all the YouTube commercials with
You,
Slaughter.
Yeah, man,
You
I
ever
wish I
fall
got
off the
into
roof
Joe's
trying
when I
to
was
use a
younger.
parachute?
Those really didn't work that well.
Of course it
back
didn't.
then, so.
Yeah, Mick.
You said Bullhorn, the G.I. Joe. I was like, I really wish you guys had seen Black Dynamite, because I thought that's what you were talking about. I was like, they have a cream corn Joe too?
That's awesome, man.
What about you?
What's number 4 for you?
Man, before someone else says it, but I know it meant a
Oh,
lot to
oh,
us,
who
dude.
would
The
it
Party
be?
Wagon and the Turtles in general,
Heck
dude.
yeah, dude.
The 90s. Like, how much better could you get than that, man?
No,
The cartoon was awesome.
So much fun with using that trap door thing. The
Yeah,
smack
dude.
the foot soldiers
Just all
around
the
and
stuff. And then I think that's when I first started army building foot soldiers, you know?
Yeah.
Because back then they were so cheap. And we got lucky we had KV Toys here,
And
Mhm.
much else.
you know?
Yeah.
And much else. So, yeah. But I'd have to clump that all in one, dude. All the Turtles line from that time, man. It meant a lot to me, and I love it. And I still have all that stuff, so
Yeah.
it rules.
Toy
Henry?
Biz, X-Men.
Just all of them.
Yeah.
Just in general. Well, specifically the Jim Lee, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Colossus.
Okay.
Like the Colossus was like real slow, so
Yeah.
he just basically.
You're
Talking
talking about
Marvel
the Legends?
Legends?
No,
or
no,
the,
just the
Toy to
Toy
French ones?
Oh, 90s Toy Biz.
the ones I
Yeah.
dislike now.
Henry, I think we have some of those in the warehouse. You should start rebuying those.
Oh, man, they're like, what?
I
Couple
can
bucks
guarantee we
each?
don't have any of those in the warehouse.
I hope
They
not.
gone.
Get them, dude. I brought in a Deadpool.
No, I never said I'd buy them again. I just remember playing with them fondly.
They're great.
I have
I ain't
a
going
whole
back to
collection of Toy Biz X-Men, like on card stuff.
Yeah.
Like I like to, I have them hanging up.
See, they look good on
Just-
card,
I
man.
seriously, I love the
You know
artwork.
those like cheaper early Kenner ones?
Mhm.
Like the DC version of that was one of mine. You
Mhm.
know, it'll be later on the list.
What about you, man?
I think next would have to be my first Batman action figure, which was from Batman Returns. It was on that that gold card and stuff, and it was the grappling hook Batman.
Nice.
So he just classic black
Super
yellow
nice,
symbol,
man.
and then he had the little grappling hook. And I can remember very specific memories about being in the back seat of the car on the way home from like Walmart or wherever I picked it up, and
Yeah.
like hooking it up and just went. Whoosh, And you're like, oh my god.
Oh, that rules, man. Again, the gimmick. It's so good. I love that.
I never
dude.
made it back to the car. Like
Oh, yeah.
I had bought this toy with Spider-Man, and it was like one of those where you like spin and they fly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dude, I did it inside the store. I did it inside the store, and for some reason,
rules.
Walmart had a freaking car inside the building. Just one of those, like, hey, you can buy one of these cars like that at the mall. But
Fancy Walmart velocities.
yeah, it was the one in Garland, the one that shut down. It was not fancy at all. Anyway, it went back there, and I
You sure
never
that someone
found
just
it.
didn't drive the car through
I know.
Walmart?
I never found that freaking Spider-Man. So like, I had a toy for like a minute.
That sucks, man. That's a very Henry scenario.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sean.
Sean, what's the next one, dude?
30?
I'd have to say the Kenner Knight Rider.
Yeah.
Even though they just had the one figure in the Night 2000 car,
Yeah, that's all it takes.
But
I
still,
remember the little
yeah.
thing on the bottom is your reflexes are slow. And I had the Knight Rider Power Wheels trike.
Nice,
Oh,
dude.
nice.
And I remember just, you pull the lever and then you just drift.
Yeah.
So I was drifting before it was cool.
Oh, man. I
Nice.
never had a Power Wheels. I think I came out of the
Well,
womb
it
too
wasn't a
big for
Power Wheel. It
That's
was,
all- yeah,
it-
same here,
It
man.
was the pedal.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
you had to
Okay.
pedal it, but it
Oh,
was
okay,
the
okay.
same
Yeah.
size where you could just
Old
pull
school.
the
That's cool.
dill and drift.
That's
and,
awesome. That's really cool.
That's
I didn't know
killer,
that make
man.
that. That's
You're
awesome.
burning plastic on the driveway.
and I had a driveway that like sloped down, so I got some
Dude,
speed
bombing
right in the
hills,
street.
dude. That's killer.
How many times did you like get hurt before you finally landed it?
Oh, man.
I think I flipped it one time. I pulled the brake too far and I slid into first or second.
Jeez,
belly
man.
first.
See little Sean getting up with scraped elbow. I'm done with toys forever. And then now here we are.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
show
man.
you.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gnarly.
What about you, Rob? What will be next? So,
Man, this is number 3.
yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Think deeply.
I'm just gonna say because I'm sitting here looking at the wall, but dude, probably
The
when I was
wall.
like early teen years, I always collected. But man, I remember going into KB and picking up a ton of Marvel Legends,
Mhm.
the Toy Biz ones, man.
For $8.
Oh,
Remember
dude,
when they were
sometimes
so
like
cheap?
two for
$5.99,
12,
really?
2 for 11. Like they always had great
$7.99.
sales. Yeah, so I used to go in there, man, and scoop up like I remember my first one was the Punisher one with the
Me
little
too.
window seal,
Yeah.
dude, and the
That's the first
guns.
one I
It was a great figure.
Mhm.
You got a comic, that sweet clamshell, dude. It was like
Talk about bang for your buck.
dude, I thought that was like
You
the
couldn't beat it
pinnacle.
back
Like
then.
it was sweet, man.
You get just a great figure. Lots
And
of
I never looked
accessories.
back, dude.
I know
And I
that.
still have like
I know
tons
that
of
feel.
legends.
Like I can still remember exactly like how I got my first Marvel Legend, dude. I walked down
Oh,
the
yeah.
street to the Blockbuster, and I was
What
like,
is this
"Oh,
Blockbuster you speak of?
Yeah.
video rental store."
What M video?
What a video.
Anyway, so I walked in there and they had it.
Cassette.
And I'd only I would never use Blockbuster for movies. I'd only go in there and play rent video games or buy them or toys. And I just saw this figure and I grabbed that Series 1 Captain America.
Nice,
With the tank
dude.
and the flag?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's
Took
one
it
of my
home,
favorites.
and then I'd look at the back, and I'm like, "Oh, that's really cool. They have an Iron Man, a Hulk, and a Toad."
Yeah.
How much of a pain is getting that toad
Oh,
nowadays?
it's impossible.
dude?
I've seen that Toad one time in actual in
Yeah.
life.
I saw him once
It was
here,
here,
and that
it
was
was here.
it.
Like I had to
Sure.
break down and get it, man. Like, but
Mhm.
it finishes like the '90s X-Men setup.
The Brotherhood,
so good,
right?
man. Yeah, exactly.
But it's so weird because
that's a setup I'll never get rid of, man.
Mhm.
The whole thing with Legends was, hey, look how much articulation we can put in these,
And
and,
then
then
you
you
get
have
the
Toad,
Holding a frog,
who is
awkward.
who is a character who is defined by being agile,
Mhm.
and they gave
They
him
no
no articulation.
Yeah, but think about how like
Stagnant.
top heavy he would have been with those little tiny legs.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I guess
that would have
makes
been an
sense.
awful figure.
At least you can stand up without the base.
But they had stands to a point, you know. There's
Yeah.
clear stands, which is another great thing about that line.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
the
everyone
comic-
had a flight
I don't think
stand.
Series
Yeah.
1 had it.
Series 1 didn't.
Didn't,
no.
yeah, so that wouldn't
No,
have
it was
helped.
later.
They all
man.
had like the display bases of
Mhm,
some
but-
sort.
But yeah, dude, I love that Captain America.
And
That's
I would just say
actually-
the toy line has my number 3, dude, in general, because how many great Build-A-Figures, like Sentinel, like, in that time,
Giant
it was,
Man.
like,
I
sweet,
still have an
dude.
Apocalypse, you know.
The Apocalypse, I remember building
That's
the
it. I can
Apocalypse
remember
from
when they
KB.
very first introduced the Build-A-Figure thing. I hated it, and honestly, to this day, I still hate it.
Really?
Because I think it's I personally would rather have a themed base with that character
Mhm.
than have to buy a whole wave and get one new figure.
Man, see,
I don't
I don't
mind
like
it.
having
I
to
think
buy the
it's
whole
cool.
wave. but
I mean, you
it
sometimes don't
introduces
always
you.
have to.
Like, I love comics, so it'll introduce me and force me to kind of look up a character more and like buy some of his like trades, you know.
I've always just seen it as a
like it.
reward. Like, hey man, if you're committed and you buy the whole wave, you get a whole nother toy.
Exactly.
Hey, if you spend 120, 130
Yeah.
bucks, wake up and you
Boom,
But then-
America.
But then you get that toy, and like that toy
Chasing
usually
the
is like
dream.
at least $30 to $40, and in some cases $60.
So when you say base, you mean like a play set?
Basically, well, it was usually
A little-
like Captain America's
just
was
a little
like it was like
diorama.
the top
Okay.
of a tank. With a
I thought
flag.
you meant like, you
And
know,
could-
like a big base or
Those-
like
I
play
don't know.
set.
But those were
I mean,
awesome because you
I-
could.
they don't do that
a
anymore.
decorative
That was
display
super
fan, I guess,
cool.
was
They
it.
didn't always stay up there.
Yeah.
Because like
To
that
make it
bought, like
heavy.
they were usually 2 pieces. So
And it was heavy.
yeah, they're heavy. But I'm gonna say that Captain America for me was like my top #1 childhood toy because it introduced me to so much more. But like I'll just say, like, go
So
figure it out
your-
for a second.
okay.
That'd be my #1, but I'll use that as my third.
Dude, you're
Okay.
selling it. You're making me want to go look for one now.
Right.
In the
And because
package.
you hate Hitler, because he hits
Yeah.
you in the comic book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take that,
Good
Nazi.
call.
You
Fourth of
Nazi.
July.
I hate
coming up.
injustice. He's actually right there, man.
Is he really?
Yeah, we have him
Here
right
we
there
go.
with the gold comic.
Dude, 4th of July.
Yeah,
Pull that
it's
thing
coming
out.
out.
It's
Coming
coming
out.
Still, I think it was like Wave 2. They put out Beast.
Mm-hmm.
That is such
That's
an
such a
incredible action
great
figure. I've
figure.
owned and sold that toy like 5 times.
He
Great
can stand
figure.
up.
Maybe
You
should
can
keep
put him on
him.
just one
I
hand.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be
You
flipping.
can balance
Uh-huh.
him if you put him on just one hand. Dude. I've done that. I'm like,
This is an incredible toy.
Yeah.
Nobody move.
Yeah.
That's what dreams are made of, man. It's awesome.
what's your second?
I guess number 3 for me would be.
Second. We're on 2 now, aren't we?
No, this is
Oh,
my
you're- oh,
third.
you're
I'm
third,
last.
and then you're
I'm
second.
last.
Oh.
I'm the last boy.
Hey, you chose the order.
But mine would probably be the old. I think it was Kenner that made these, the Terminator figures from Judgment Day.
John Connor.
No,
Best one. Motorcycle?
Motorcycle?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they had the battle
Yeah.
damage T800.
I've
with
never seen that
interchangeable
figure in
arms.
person, dude.
Mhm.
We've had him carded and loose
So
before.
Yeah,
I really
I've
like that
never
because he
seen it
had
in
like
person.
little pincer arm, and then he had like a normal arm.
Yeah.
And then he had like
Yeah.
one that was like a big cannon.
It's a great toy line, dude.
Movie accurate.
Yes, yeah, I remember all that
You
part.
think you should check the camera real quick before we keep going? Make sure that it's gonna work.
I mean, I can real quick.
Real
We had some
quick.
technical difficulties
Last time, yeah,
So,
sorry.
Yeah, Sean, you
Sean,
want
your
to
second
yours?
toy?
I would have to say Kenner Mask.
Kenner Mask.
Mm.
That's a good one.
It's a
I
lot of
mean,
good stuff
I never
in that
had
line.
Transformers, so I don't know if those were too expensive or no one in our neighborhood really got into it. So, but like I remember having the Condor, the little green motorcycle that turned into a helicopter. Got that for one of my birthdays.
We've had those here
and,
before too. Last year we had. Right?
I never had any of like the Boulder Hill, but lots of the little small.
What are you talking about? You've had 2 since you've been in this location.
young talk.
Me, young
Me,
Sean.
young.
Me, little Sean.
Little Sean.
But now you've had them, Sean.
That's
Little
right.
Jordan. Little Jordan foot.
So yeah, I mean that was a pretty awesome line, and you could maybe put like your GI Joe guy on
Yeah.
the Condor, but
Those
Yeah,
vehicles
nice.
were so
Tiny,
they,
too big.
they really can't fit inside some of the vehicles.
Stick to the
I
Ram,
love
man.
those. All
Rob,
right,
number 2, Rob.
2.
Well, you said something about like the early Marvel stuff, man, or the Kenner Batman,
Mhm.
and that same gold line came one of my favorites, which I have carded and loose
Lex
now.
Luthor.
No, definitely not Lex, but it was the billionaire Bruce Wayne, where he's just
Oh.
dressed in that turtleneck,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you can pop on all the Batman
Little
stuff.
armor?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, I
I
had that
love
growing up.
that figure, man.
I have the version of that from the animated series.
Like, I think nowadays one of my favorite figures is that quarter scale Returns Batman, and
Such
then
a
the 7-inch
gorgeous toy.
NECA Batman, which I even bought carded again
Mhm.
just to have. And I don't do that. You can ask Henry
Yeah,
open
really.
everything, man.
No doubles.
No doubles.
If
Just
you ever
all
want
of
to get
it.
rid of that double, let me know because I couldn't find one.
Well, now I
Dude,
can't
yeah.
sell you vintage carded Star Wars. I'll open everything.
I do, man. He's
Is it
seen
come
me
by
open some
double,
stuff.
that double telescoping Lugan just in front of
Oh,
you?
cool.
Rob's the kind of dude that would like heat up the AFA case and grab like a crowbar to it and split it up.
Few people do that. Why they do it, I do not know.
It's that feel.
yeah.
Breaking
that
open
adrenaline.
Mr.
My
Velasquez.
second, my second is the alien queen with the hands coming out the
Sweet.
chest. As like this
Kenner.
big, like for like a queen.
Little
It's like
T-Rex
this big.
hands.
Yeah, little T-Rex hands, like big mouth.
Squeeze your
line
head,
rolls,
yeah,
little
man.
mouth popped
Little
out.
tendrils.
I got that one for my
You remind me of the
birthday.
dudes from District 9. Little prawns.
I got that one for my birthday after accidentally receiving My Little Pony because my aunt thought it was my sister's birthday, and then I was like, no, it's my
Oh,
birthday.
man.
And so she
Oh
went
my
back and
God.
got me
Let me
that
get
stuff.
I was going to
Straight.
say you're a brony before
You're-
bronies were cool.
That's what I was going to say.
Dude.
No way, man.
Henry Velasquez started
The original
Brony
brony.
Club. My little brony.
I'm sorry for what I've done to society. Andy.
That's a nice brony tattoo that Rob got you.
Yeah, dude.
Your whole back.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have you sometime, Rob. You're gonna have to come in here and just talk about the cool tattoos you've done, like cool geeky tattoos.
I love doing them, dude.
Yeah,
It's
we'll have to have
one
you
of the
do that
funnest
sometime.
parts of my
He
gig.
just-
And he will actually demonstrate on one of you two.
Right on my
volunteers.
face.
Yeah, right. He tattooed Roman Reigns on a dude.
Oh,
Roman
really?
Reigns on a dude.
Oh, dude, it's
that
awful.
poor boy. He's gonna.
Or the
regret
little
that.
John Connor figure on your forehead.
Don't judge, just do 'em. But
My
Just doing
number,
my job.
my number two though would have to be the TMNT Android body, or the
Yes.
Krang Android body, the,
Mhm.
great
The big one?
oh
Yes.
man,
Was that
Love
11 or
that.
12 inches tall?
I think it's like
13
probably
maybe?
between 11 and 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I mean,
That was
dude.
awesome.
it's but
I
funny
totally
story.
forgot about
I still
that
like
one.
the small
That
one
one's a
too.
good
That's an
one.
awesome
Amazing.
figure in general.
Yeah.
But funny story about that one was my dad. I can remember being a kid. My dad was going to Walmart to do something, and he was like, "Hey, do you want anything?" And I asked him for the penguin
Yeah.
from that Kenner line,
Oh.
and he was like, "Okay, if they have it, I'll grab it." You know. He leaves, comes back in like an hour. He walks in, and he goes, "Sorry, bud, they didn't have it." And I was just like, "Oh man."
Yeah.
And he goes, "But they did have this thing," and he hands me that Krang, and I was just
Oh,
like, "This is
man.
so much better."
I know.
He's like, I didn't find that penguin, but here's this penguin.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have that fat guy. This guy's fat. There you go, son.
awesome.
Did he know? Did he know that
He didn't know
liked-
what it was. He was
What? He's just like, I'm gonna get him a
He
random
probably
toy.
just saw he knew I like turtles. And he probably saw TMNT and was like, "Oh, that thing's cool."
That's insane. He
Yeah.
really outdid himself on accident.
Yeah, dude, my dad, he worked so much when I was a kid. Like every Sunday was like the only day I spent with him.
Mhm.
But we'd go out and he would be like, "Hey, go to the toy aisle," and I'd be like, "What Ninja Turtles don't you have?" And I'd be like,
Oh,
these
man.
12. And he'd be like, "Okay, let's get them." I
All
was just
12?
like, "All right, awesome."
Whoa.
You know,
Big money.
Big money.
I thought you were just gonna say like, oh, my kid likes fat guys, so just collect all the fat guys.
There's-
Gargoyles,
there's-
they got a little.
None of these gargoyles are fat. My boy won't play with this.
That was a good toy line, dude. Oh man.
Now-
Well,
trying to think of all the
there was
fat
one fat
action.
gargoyle, wasn't there?
Well,
Yeah.
since old, he's old man fat.
Yeah. Old
you
man
know?
fat.
But-
That's different. That's
He's
not
got a
normal
dad
fat.
bod.
All right, we'll have to do this one rapid fire, but who's our number ones?
I'd probably. I mean, I didn't have Star Wars growing up, but I started collecting or finding them at like,
Teen years.
yeah, like 12 or 13. I used to go to Gaston Bazaar, Lone Star Bazaar, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I remember going there and I found 4 12 backs in like 92, 93 for like $10 each.
Nice.
Nice,
So, and
dude.
that was
started this great empire.
that's what started it. So yeah, I mean, I'd buy carded figures and stuff like that. But I remember my dad had a Suburban, and we'd like go fill it up with toys, you know, like the life-size Yoda or R2D2 cooler, and just
That's awesome.
Nice.
basically my room growing up then in the 90s was just like store displays, basically like a warehouse, like 12 backs, Letty figures, glass light.
That's
I
killer,
just
dude.
wish I had a digital camera back then.
Yeah.
But we
Living
are
the dream,
working
dude.
on getting some amazing pieces coming up that is basically going to relive some of that youth coming up. So
Get the blood flowing.
Get the blood flowing.
we will begin a grill piece in the next week. It's
Grill piece.
What's a grill piece?
Grill.
it's
He said grill.
Oh, I thought you said grill.
it's basically
It's a
the
grill.
1980 ESB 41 back Total Toys vinyl Cape Jawa carded.
Oh, it's basically
Yes.
it. It's not it. It's
Basic.
basically
It's basically it.
And that's the
Something
one.
about that last night.
There's
right?
Is that the one that like it's been an ongoing thing about getting
For
it?
3
too?
months.
It's been a struggle.
Yeah,
It's,
there's
I've
like
heard
only three
about
of them?
it. So I'm
this is
excited
the
for you, man.
third known example.
It's happening.
Only three
The
of
final
them.
conclusion.
And the first one being
epic
graded
tale.
in 15 years. So.
It's like a Tolkien novel, man.
And then in July, I'm working on this awesome collection, so hopefully that comes
Yeah,
through.
dude.
I'm sure it will.
Definitely keep your eyes on our social media. You know, Facebook, Instagram. We're constantly posting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, number one, buddy.
Oh
Number
man,
one.
looking at it too, but how could I forget, man? Wrestling figures. Just overall, I can't say a particular line. The '90s Jax WWF was killer.
That's all we had. This is as good as it
I
got back
loved,
then.
man. You saw a photo of me. My pops actually built me a wooden ring with rubber bands, and I have a photo of like my Toy Biz NWO red face Wolfpack Sting. Yeah, dude, and Henry got to see that.
That was cool.
Wrestling overall, man, was killer.
Oh
Number
man.
one, buddy.
Well, I swapped my 1 with my 3 turtles,
Homies?
man.
Turtles.
Yeah.
Love
What
the
was your
turtles.
favorite one? Yeah,
It's always been Raphael.
Okay.
Ralph.
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 Raphael. Leonard Nardo.
Hey, you gotta quit wearing them red bandanas.
Oh no. no.
No, I'm gonna be like the Michael Bay one where I wear a do-rag.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Sexy.
Dude,
Dude,
himself
I know
You
they
gotta
get
check
a
with
bad
the
rap.
dress code.
Movies are not that bad.
DVD.
I liked him, dude.
I haven't watched
liked
them. I will.
I really don't.
Get on
Second
Hulu, man. It's on there.
Yeah, I
It's a
will.
good movie.
one
It's
was
fun,
really
dude.
fun. Riley even enjoyed it. My wife even
Well, I
enjoyed
wanted to
it.
go, but
So. Hey guys, a little technical difficulty there. Sorry about that. But just to wrap things up, my number 1 toy was the original Technodrome. Love that thing. Big playset. Gorgeous. Now, make sure you sound off in the comments, guys. We really want to know, what are your top 5 toys from your childhood? Make sure you watch us next week. We're going to talk about our top 5 toys and our current collections. Also, let us know what's in yours. What would you like to see us talk about on the show? You know, guys, get involved. You can like the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. We'll be doing lots of stuff. And you can always shop with us at DallasVintageToys.com. And currently, you can now get a Dallas Vintage Toys t-shirt at cost, $10 plus shipping. Guys, you ain't gonna beat that. You can buy your whole wardrobe here for like 30 bucks. So make sure you shop with us online or in store at 12052 Forest Gate Drive here in Dallas, Texas. That is 75243, guys. We'll see you next week.